Welcome to Season 3 of Sailing Sitka. I'm Kenna, and this is Jay. We live aboard our 1976 Choi Lee sailboat named Sitka, in which we have sailed south from Canada in 2022 to the very last port of Mexico. This season, we are finally exiting Mexico and taking our boat further through the Panama Canal and into the beautiful Central American waters. So hit that subscribe button and follow along, as this season we are sailing as far and wide as possible. You guys you make this happen, and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Sailing Sitka, and I hope you enjoy. Hello everyone, and welcome to this episode of Sailing Sitka, the episode where we are in Shelter Bay Marina, and we are on the Atlantic side of the ocean. So yesterday we just transited the Panama Canal, and you would have seen those hectic episodes by now, which was a pretty crazy experience. Thanks for being here and watching those. If you haven't, make sure you go check them out. So here in Shelter Bay Marina, we're gonna be tied up for hopefully a week, and we are gonna be fixing everything here on Sitka that broke. So most of our jobs are gonna be below deck, so inside. But now that we went through the canal, there is a couple things that do need our attention on the outside, like our tow rail, sadly, and our fair lead set almost ripped completely off as well. So we'll be attending to those. And then we have a whole list of things that we need to be getting done, and we're going to bring you guys along with us. So make sure you subscribe, and welcome to some boat work episodes.
All right, guys. Well, first full day in Shelter Bay Marina. We arrived yesterday at dinner time, but today is the morning. They are gonna move us today, but they told us 9:30 and it's past that, and I'm not gonna, we were waiting to start working, but they're not here, so guess what? They snooze, they lose. So now we're starting the boat work. So if they come and tell us to move, we'll tell them to be patient like we were patient. So first job of the day for me is rebuilding the pump on the Raritan head. It still works fine, but there's starting to be squeaks and leaks. I mean, I don't know when it was rebuilt, if it was ever rebuilt, but I've owned the boat for 8 years, and the only thing I've ever done to this toilet is change the joker valve. That's it. We have two rebuild kits. I think that's the original one that came with the boat. I have a brand new one too, but I'm gonna use this one because it's new. So there's a joker valve, there's a bunch of like fittings in here and whatnot. Anyways, I'm gonna get into here, start playing Lego here. All right, for those of you who are curious what a joker valve looks like, this is what it is. So it allows water out like this. The water goes out, but then it closes. And this is all urine and salt buildup that I'm touching with my bare finger right now. And this, you see, it's a tri one. That's not a Raritan one. That's actually the Jabsco one, which a lot of people will tell you won't fit, but it does fit, and it works actually better than the Raritan one, and it's like a third of the price. But right now in the rebuild kit, I think I just have the original Raritan one, so that's what we're gonna replace it with.
Okay, meanwhile, on my side of the tracks over here, I'm just super deep cleaning all of our food. So taking everything out, keeping track of like what we have and the amount of it that we have. So when we do provisions for like 3 months for the sandblast, we know how much things we have of each.
What do you mean? You guys don't put your toilet pumps in your bathroom? And look at that buildup here.
In the kitchen.
In the kitchen. It's a little gross, but it is what it is. You don't have a lot of room on Sitka to work on these kinds of things, but see, look at this buildup in here.
Oh my god. That's so good we're doing this. Yeah. Ori, that's yuck. Oh my god, hon.
Alright, just taking this apart here. And this is where the leak was coming from, so I think this little O-ring here, I mean, bless its little heart, it's been performing great for years, so can't blame it. Like, I should have done this a while ago, to be honest, so this is a bit on me there. This is periodic maintenance, and we waited a little too long, but hey, it's getting done now. And I'm actually having kind of fun here doing this. This is kind of like adult Legos with poop and pee involved. So that part I'm not so fond of, but I like these little things. Everything's well built on here, which I really appreciate.
This is also a reality of cruising, having little weevils in your pasta bag. These classes have been here for a while though. We've been keeping them in storage, but yeah, time for them to go. And like Jay said, we don't know how they live without any oxygen in there. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But look at them all. They're our friends.
They're not our friends.
Garbaggio.
Fuck me.
Are you bleeding?
Yes.
Okay.
God, yes. I need the real cutters. So this is why you gotta change those hose clamps. These are brand new. They're from last year. And I just tightened it and it just broke. I'm gonna cut this properly. Okay, so this is where we had a big leak right there, and then on this hose, and now it's good. Let's turn this to dry.
Now that we have some easy, completed check marks off our list, let's address the big one that everyone's been waiting for. Our Yammer 56 engine failed us a total of 5 times over the span of 2 days while transiting the infamous Panama Canal. We went through a magnitude of theories into why our engine failed us during the time we needed it the most. But now that we are safely tied to a dock, let's dive deeper into that matter and discover what really happened together.
Alright, so we're done with the toilet. Kenna's done with the galley. And now we're gonna address the reason why the engine didn't work properly. So we're gonna clean the entire water fuel separator, the primary one. So we have 2. So the one we always use, that's the one we're gonna take apart. It's got 4 long bolts that come down from the bottom. And that's the reason why we didn't take them out at anchor, because we've been in rolling anchorages and we didn't want to lose those. So now we're in a flat marina. We're gonna do this. We just moved to, we're no longer over there. We're supposed to be able to stay on this dock now until tomorrow morning, another day, but a 100-foot yacht just called and they're coming. So they were nice enough. We had a bunch of tools everywhere. They're like, oh, don't worry, flashing up, we'll just move you guys by hand. So Shelter Bay Marina so far, they've been super awesome, super helpful. The dock workers have been amazing, so I have only good things to say for now. We've only been here 2 days, but so far, so good. It's been great. So now we're gonna pop the floorboards open and get that party started here. Let's go. So I'm thinking we got some shitty fuel, most likely in Gulfito, because that's where we put about 15-20 liters in the tank and then had the other 20 liters on deck, and that's what we used to fill when we got to Panama City. So that would have been mostly this fuel. I don't think the bad fuel came from Panama, because that was at a fancy marina. Gulfito was like at a tiny marina that only had like 4 boats that barely moved. So I'm thinking they had fuel that was old in there that had like water and diesel bug. That's my thinking anyways. Okay, so this is the one that failed us on day 1 of the Panama Canal crossing, and then yesterday we switched this one, and this one was clean. And look at, this is only 5 hours of motoring yesterday. Look how dirty that is. And that's what was going on. We got shitty fuel somewhere down the line. I'm pretty sure it's Gulfito. I mean, it's the only place that makes sense, because that's where we got the fuel for this part of it. So the fuel we got in Panama is like basically just starting to hit now. Imagine trying to do this in rolling anchors when the bolts come out from the bottom and you barely have, I have like finger space here. It's an absolute nightmare to do this.
One of your favorite lines. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, wait till you see the other one.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's all gun gun. Okay.
It's like bad though.
Yeah, no shit.
Frick, that's crazy. And that's not even the bad one.
Well, it was the bad one. That's what stopped the engine.
But the other one's worse, and then we were able to run on it.
It just takes one thing to fail.
That's crazy.
There's gunk everywhere in there. You see that brown shit?
Yeah.
That's what blocks shit.
That's...
See, that can be exactly what stopped the engine.
This is so crazy.
This should have, like, we motored a lot, and because we were always in rolling anchorage this season, we never got to do this. We changed the filter, but we never cleaned the bowl, and that's sadly a very important part, because you get this hardened stuff in there, and like some of it is thick. Like, see this stuff? That's enough to block. So if that little ball here can't go up and down, like, you're shit out of luck without a paddle. So that's what happened. The other one looks dirtier after 5 hours, but I'm sure when we open this part, it's not gonna be as dirty in there and hardened stuff, and that's why it kept going. That's my guess anyways. We'll find out soon. But also we got really shitty fuel, but this is a bit on us. Like, we should have done this before, but that's the thing. When you're in super shitty anchorages for a long time, not only does it makes work hard, but it also shakes the tank quite a bit. So anything that's sitting on the bottom ends up in the fuel system. But anyways, we're dealing with it now.
New fuel,
Yeah.
better fuel, hopefully.
Garbage. Brand new O-rings. One here and one for the T-handle. Okay. This is better be full to the brim. Okay.
One done?
One done, but before we do the other one, we're gonna flash the engine up and then switch that one while it's running. Open it.
Open. Yeah.
Now we're gonna switch to this one. Now the fuel, see, like see the bubbles go down? Bubble. You see there's dirt coming in. But it's also from like inside these little things that we clean there, but the engine's been running for only like 6 minutes. And there's already like brown coming up. That's after 6 minutes, so our fuel will need to do something about this. Alright, well that's pretty shitty news. Yeah, I mean 6 minutes and there's already that much water in the tank.
And we used a Baja filter when we put it in, like we always
Yeah,
do.
we always do. So I don't know, we got some really shitty fuel, or there's some way there's water going to the tank. Or we just got a bad batch of diesel bug. Like one diesel bug explodes, it goes like ballistic. But yeah, so we'll probably have to get a company to come and polish the tank. So basically they come and they put a pipe in and they pump fuel out of your tank, and then through a bunch, like basically giant filters like this, but like this big, with a high pressure pump, and they do that for like hours and hours and hours and hours. So it cleans the tank and it recirculates it, kind of like dialysis for blood.
Oh, that's a good point of view.
Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go and do the other one now, I guess. Kenna's currently holding the bowl there, giving my knees a break. Draining this one.
This sucks.
Yeah. It's pretty demoralizing to see that. But like I just said to Kenna, it could have been worse. We could have had that happen like before we had the motor, like 200 miles or something. At least right now we're at a marina, but yeah.
Like, and we never go to marinas, so this is just like, it's such a godsend to be here and be able to do this.
Yeah, we literally never go to marinas. This season, this is like our third marina, but normally we never go to them. We didn't empty it yet, but all this at the bottom, that's all like shitty, gross.
Wow.
See how that's...
It's like brown. Oh.
Yeah, Well, the top isn't. The bottom is shit. The top is fuel.
So this is from the other one.
The bottom is, and it's not even empty. It's just taking so long to empty that I'm just gonna take the bowl off and pour it.
It's not even all of it yet.
No, but you see the top's fuel.
Look at that, and then.
And that's water and shit.
Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear it on the GoPro or not for the speaker, but there's monkeys. The howler monkeys are howling right now, and we can hear them from like inside the boat. I wonder if you can hear that. I hope you heard that one. That was crazy. Really eerie.
See, it's not as dirty in here.
It's not.
It's just the other one had been running for longer. It's just a lot of gunk. You can see it at the bottom now. So dirty.
God. Second one complete.
Okay.
Here we go.
Chicken pox radio.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, my knees have permanent imprints in them. It's like getting dark out there.
Well, because this took 5 hours, I think.
Yeah, I was telling Kenna I'm happy I started with the toilet because that was kind of a fun project, weirdly enough. But if I had started with that, don't think I would have had the motivation to do the toilet after. Got like a chunk of wood that went inside my toe here.
What? Oh my god, what the frick? You were just chilling with that?
Yeah, what happened here when I was like stretching and it was hurting the entire time.
Yeah. You good?
Yeah. Alright.
It's like it's biting you.
Yeah, she's gonna go in timeout soon, I think. Oh.
Is that it?
Yeah. So, I mean, it's pretty bad. That's from.
God.
That's from. Well, probably I'd have to. Actually, I'm gonna tell you right now. So I keep a log of everything. So you see, secondary fuel filter. That's the one that's directly on the engine. So that was done 8th of December at 1,085 hours. And right now we're at 1,151, so it was very, very recent. That one's good. That was on the engine, so that's after the ones we just did. So last time I did the aft one, which is the one that we were on when it failed. And see, I wrote bowl was dirty. And here, last time I did it, October 18th, 2024, which was when we first got back from Canada this season, bowl was clean. I changed the filter, but the bowl was clean. I leave myself these notes so I can figure out where things went wrong. So December 6th, right now we're December 22nd, is when I changed that filter that was on the primary one. And then I didn't write the hours here, but I can go back and do December 6th, and then go to my log here and find December 6th, and you see I wrote filter change here. So 1,074, and now we're at 1,151. So like 35 hours, that's it. So
wow.
Not a lot.
Wow.
In that range, that's how much shit came in both filters. And like that thick stuff on top, that's what really caused it to like fail.
Like the chocolate chip
Like
chunks.
the chocolate chip chunks. Yeah, this is like an Oreo smoothie. This is what you want to see. This is good. And then hopefully it's just from, it's pretty. It's like bad in there. These chunks. So like, I'll show you what happens like to a diesel tank when it's like filmed down here, hon. So when you're going through waves, this is at the bottom of your tank, and then you go through waves and it doesn't move that much. But then if you get in like really bad sea state and it gets all shooken up like this, then your whole fuel looks like this. So that's what's getting pushed to your filters.
Yeah.
And then until like if it keeps being wavy like this all day, all night, well, it doesn't ever get a chance. Only the big stuff will settle. But that's also where the fuel pickup is. It's like there's a little lower part, but it's about here. So like shit gets pulled in, then it needs like a while to settle down.
That's a good demonstration.
Yeah. Welcome to the Magic School Bus. So this chocolate part, that's dirty water basically. But yeah, this is not good. So hopefully we'll motor it. Like tomorrow we're gonna motor. When we move the boat, I'm gonna motor for an hour and see, so we can gauge it and then drain it. And that's gonna give me a good indication as to if we need polishing or not. I'm still gonna look into polishing tonight because like I'm not liking this at all. Hopefully we got the big chunks out. Maybe if we're really lucky, which usually we tend to not be lately, but if we're really lucky, maybe like that rough anchorage, those rough 2 anchorages plus motoring a lot, kind of polished our tank through the filters that we have. So anyways, that's it for today, gents.
And ladies.
And ladies.
Hey.
Even though 91% of
No,
our
98.
98% of all our subscribers and viewers are males.
According to YouTube analytics.
According to YouTube analytics. So, ladies, where are you at? You don't like this stuff?
Come on.
Come on, look at this stuff. It looks so fun. Yeah, I was like, when I was like wrenching on there and like sweating and my knees were hurting, I was like, why can't I just be into a normal hobby like golf or something? It seems like it would be a lot less pain in the bum, but yeah, look at these floaties.
Okay.
All right, we'll keep her a toy here.
See you later.
See you later. See you later, alligator. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you next Sunday. Bye,
Thank you
guys.
for watching this week's episode of Sailing Sitka. Stick around for more to come. If you enjoyed, please spread the love and let us know. Special thank you to our Patreon members for making these videos possible, as well as helping our dreams come true. See you all next week.